Right. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Let me start. Myself, Satish. I would be taking the training for you for the cloud automation with Terraform and Python. So for this session, we will see about a demo. About I will be explaining how are we going to take forward our curriculum. What is the expectation? Because before we start this session, it is always good to set the expectation and then get started, right? So we will start our class in the upcoming week, but this session get clarified with all your doubts. Whatever the doubt that you guys have it, please have it clarified. All right. I will explain the curriculum, and then you guys can post your questions once I'm done with the explanation. All right. Before going everything, let's introduce ourselves. Let me introduce myself. I'm Satish. I have 10 plus years of experience into cloud and automation, cloud DevOps automation. So I started as a cloud developer and then platform engineering. Now I do all kind of a platform engineering. I'm a cloud senior cloud architect, doing a platform engineering for the entire platform, a cloud platform, which is required for various clients. That's my profile, and I worked with IBM Cloud, AWS, Azure, and then the container orchestration tool. I have worked with OpenShift, Pivotal Cloud Foundry, Kubernetes, all this stuff. That's my primary profile. All right, and I have done the certification, AWS SysOps Solution Architect, Azure certifications, 104, and all the certifications are done. But I'm just telling that certification are just a part of your screening profile. That's it. Right. Okay. So this course, especially why we have joined, this is for cloud automation using Terraform and Python. So you can ask me, hey Satish, why the syllabus have been picked in this way? Cloud automation using Python and Terraform, because the company's expectation is the DevOps engineer or the cloud engineer needs to have the automation skill. So that is essential nowadays. It's not that not like a traditional style like the DevOps engineer just do the CI/CD, just do the cloud engineering part. They also need to do the automation part. So that's the expectation. That's why industries are going towards this Terraform approach, or some people are going towards the Python. So here in this course we see about both, right? Primarily focusing on the AWS cloud, but whoever is interested to know about other cloud, I can help you to set up the other cloud. But here during the class, we are focusing the AWS cloud. All right. So I will explain the curriculum. What are we going to do it? Before going there, I would like you guys to introduce yourself and your background. I mean, which profile and where are you from and what's your expectation? That should be good enough. All right. Okay, let me start with the list which I have in my participant list. Okay, Vamsi Peddu. Vamsi, can
Hello,
you
sir.
unmute and talk?
Hello, sir.
Hey, hi. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm Vamsi Pedu, sir. I'm from cybersecurity background. Right now,
Oh,
studying in
awesome.
doing masters in Chicago and Roosevelt University.
Okay, cool. So your expectation is to learn the cloud automation for
Yes,
AWS,
sir.
is it? Or
Yes, sir.
awesome. Cool. Thanks. Afroz.
Hey, good evening. This is Afros.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, I've completed my bachelor's from India. Right now, I'm
Mm-hmm.
here in US, and my expectation is to learn the cloud automation. Basically, I'm a beginner.
Okay.
I don't have no experience.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Afroz.
Yeah.
Balu.
Hi, this is Balu. I'm currently working as a testing automation engineer in Best Buy. I'm trying to learn about the cloud automation.
You're from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Balu. Hey, Banu.
Hi Satish, this is Banu.
Hey.
Mm, yeah, I'm a Java developer.
Okay, cool.
Basically, I'm thinking to learn cross technologies.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Awesome. And
thank
that
you.
that should be, I mean, it'll be very easy for you, I would say, because since you're from programming background, the coder can easily think about automation. But the only thing is The
Hmm.
infra part, a little bit of knowledge you need it, how we will work with, will be easy for you to pick, but it will be entirely new. You would have not heard about this, completely. But Python,
Okay.
I would say it's similar for you, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
easy for you, the concepts.
Yeah. 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 You're right.
All right.
Maybe the syntax may be different.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll move next. Jagdish. Hi, Jagdish.
Yeah, hi Satish. Good morning.
Hey, hi.
I,
Good morning.
I'm a data engineer. I like to learn the cross technologies.
Awesome. Data engineer from into cloud, right? That's
Yeah,
actually cool because now you know, right? The data engineer also doing the cloud platform engineering, cloud architectural things because
yeah,
all the data engineering part are moving. I mean, it's on AWS, or I mean, not just AWS, but it's on cloud basically, right?
yeah,
Or Azure or wherever it is. But yeah, eventually you will end up there, I would say, because I know the role basically how it's gonna work. Right? Cool.
yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
Jeffin.
My name is Jafin, and I'm a data analyst, and I have 3+ years of experience.
Krishna.
Hey, hi Satish. This is Krishna. I have 10
Hi.
plus years of experience in IT and operations. So currently I'm working into the application support team, where I
Okay.
used
Cool.
to support team on multiple technologies. But most of my
Okay.
part is into the DB as well as the infrastructure support.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I work for uh, banking domain. So yep, so I'm looking to focus more on to the cloud related things. Whereas my current
Cool. That
application, it supports hybrid model, like some of infrastructure is in co-location and some of them are in cloud. Some of services are cloud. So
awesome.
we are planning
Okay.
to
That'll be
migrate,
really.
and yep.
Mhm.
So we are planning to migrate application as well. But, yep.
Awesome. That'll be interesting. And for
Thank you,
you,
Satish.
you have a real use case as well, right? That's cool.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Krishna. Pradeep. Purna. Pradeep, you can text me, Pradeep.
Hi,
Purna.
Satish. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning. So I think I have 10 plus years of experience, basically worked on Linux, Oracle, and right now just interested for cloud.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Thanks. Thanks, Purna.
Thank you.
Hi, Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm having 10 years of experience and working on DevOps engineer on AWS as well as Azure clouds. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for learning this. Yeah, I know the basics of this Python as
Cool.
well as
That
Terraform.
that
So would like to
okay.
learn more about it. So to help.
Cool. 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 Awesome. Thank you very much, Ramakrishna.
Thank you.
Shaik. Shaik.
Hey, hey, good evening,
Hi. Hi.
guys.
Hey, good
I
evening.
did my master's in information security system, but I don't have no experience. I'm here to as a beginner on the cloud
Mm-hmm.
automation. So
Cool.
hopefully, b- I'm planning to have this, do this.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shivanarayana.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Actually, currently I'm working as a cloud solution architect, Azure and GCP,
Oh,
and
cool.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
from I'm from Mumbai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you look for the automation part, which is not
Yes, yes,
familiar with
yes.
currently, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shiva. Ben, I see some name Ben. Is it your full name or?
Yeah. Hi,
Hey, hi.
Satish. This is Venkata. Um, I'm from
Hey,
UK. Started cloud maybe 3 years back.
okay.
Started as sysops, and
Hmm.
currently sysops is moving towards automation. So this is the reason
Yeah.
I joined the course.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, have you done the automation previously, or it's just beginning for you?
Done bit of automation, but
Okay,
not.
cool,
I want to see what you
cool.
guys have more into that.
And you're from UK. UK, it's midnight, right?
Yes, unfortunately, I mean, like it's holiday time, so
Oh, okay, cool. So
I was
holiday.
expecting a recorded one. So suddenly, a message popped up, so I just joined.
Cool, cool. Thank you, Ken. There's one more, Venkat. Is that you or it's different?
I think it's
I'm
different.
different. Good morning. Hi, good
Oh,
morning.
okay, cool. Hey, Venkat.
Um,
Yeah.
Recently did my post as a beginner in IT side.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So you're just starting your career in IT, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool, cool. You're from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Venkat.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Wasim?
Hey, this is Wasim.
Hey,
I'm from
Wasim.
Hyderabad, brother. In America,
Oh,
I'm
cool.
totally new in IT.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wasim. Did I miss anyone? There's one person called Askumar.
Yeah, yeah, this is Sunil Kumar.
Uh, Hi,
Hi.
this is Kumar. I have 7+ years
Hey.
of experience as a AWS DevOps engineer. I
Okay,
know
okay.
Terraform and little bit of Python.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyone else? Someone was talking, right?
This is Sunil.
Hey,
Are you
Sunil.
able to hear? Yeah,
Yeah,
are you
yeah, I
able to
can.
hear my voice? Yeah,
I can.
yeah,
I can.
myself is Sunil, and I have 18 years of experience in IT. Most of them I worked as a functional tester, so I don't have any experience, hands-on experience in automation. Just I want to
Okay,
pursue an automation career, so that's the reason I'm here.
cool. Okay. And one thing you know, right? It's not testing automation, it is cloud automation. You know that, right?
Yeah, I want to know the exactly the difference and how this course will going to how this it will going to be enhance my career and all these things I want to know actually.
Sure, 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 sure. Okay. Let me explain the syllabus. I mean, I did not miss anyone, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, guys. Let's move to the curriculum part. What is a curriculum? How are we gonna uh, see? I mean, what are the topics we're gonna see, and then we will see, like just a bit about what is cloud automation is, right? Okay, so what is cloud automation? Why we need to automate the cloud infrastructure? That's very, very important in the market. Why? Because currently in the industry, right, like whatever the deployment that we're doing for some client, say for example, customers are using some AWS infrastructure which we are supporting. Right, currently, we've set up a platform for a data engineer. Currently, we have set up a platform for a ML engineer. Currently, we have set up a platform for application deployment. So many things are being done in cloud nowadays, but everything we were doing it manually earlier. But now you think about an architecture, a bigger architecture says that you need to create some servers along with the network, along with some IP address, along with some, 4 or 5 servers interacting, I mean, enabling the network connection. Such a big infrastructure you need to create. The same set of scenario you need to create in different regions. Let's say you need to provision in US, UK, and EMEA region. I mean, EMEA and Asia region. So when you are doing it again and again, the same set of things, it is important to not to miss any sort of steps, because when you do it manually, it is always possible to miss the steps, and it is very tedious to manage as well, the time consumption as well. So what we have brought is, like, it's already there in the market. Basically, what we have seen is we can try to automate using the code, the infrastructure as a code. That's why we call it as infrastructure as code. We are provisioning the infrastructure via code, right? So for those purpose, we have various tools in the market. We have Ansible, Chef, Puppet, Terraform. So in this course, we are going to see about Terraform. So what is the use of Terraform? Because widely used in the market. Also, the very important usage what we are seeing is the state management. Say for example, today you provisioned using you've written a code to provision 5 servers with a load balancer, with some network, with some subnets, with IP address, with some infrastructure. You have provisioned it, right? And tomorrow you need to increase the RAM size in one server, increase some sort of configuration in one particular server. But you do not want to reprovision the entire stuff, but you just want to update the entire, the existing infrastructure. And you want to reprovision the same thing into another region. So to reuse all these things, right, we need to write a code in order to automate all these things so that we can just say execute, and on a button press, we can provision the entire infrastructure. We do not have to waste the time in order to do that manually. So that's why we need the infrastructure as a code, right? Now, for this infrastructure as a code, do we need to learn a complex programming, or do we need to have a complex infrastructure? Nothing. It's pretty simple. How it is going to work is basically through API call. You know how the cloud computing works. Cloud can interact in multiple ways. You will go to the portal, you will go to console.aws.amazon.com, right? console.aws.amazon.com, and you go to the portal and you log in. So here it is one way to interact with your cloud. The other way is via REST APIs. So this infrastructure as a code basically goes via REST API call, and it will directly provision your infrastructure. So for this, what kind of programmings we need to understand is what we need to know in this course, right? So what we will do, we'll do the Terraform setup in our machine, whether you guys use a Linux, Windows, or Mac. We will set up, we'll create our AWS account if you don't have one. Why AWS account is important? Because we need to perform the automation, right, on cloud. So there are two things. You can do it on AWS or you can do it on Azure, but we are not focusing Azure in this course. We are focusing the AWS part. But whoever is interested to practice in Azure, learn the Terraform concept here, apply it for Azure. I can help you on all the setup and things like that. But here in the course, I'm making it clear that it is on the AWS part. But if the how it is going to be applied in Azure, how will I learn? It's pretty simple. We do just need to know about Terraform concept, but how it can be applied in Azure, it's just that you need to know about Azure infrastructure, just how to refer those packages. That's it. So I will guide you through if you are like looking for any other cloud, right? Now we need to understand about the AWS. AWS services are very important. You guys know that to do the automation, you need to know about the services. We'll see the manual steps first, and then we will automate. So when I say manual, we will go to AWS portal, we will create something manually. I'll show you how to create it manually. You guys already must be aware how to create it manually. But what are we going to do here is we are going to automate. So once we automated, how many times we want to re-execute, we might be able to do that. All right. This is on the Azure account setup, but on Azure, Azure concepts also, you will be able to apply all your Terraform things. But our focus is on the Terraform commands. So Terraform, not just Terraform command wise, if you see, you don't have to remember much things, guys, because command wise, it's pretty easy. Just few commands. These are the commands. That's it. But how it is going to be managed internally, each and every architecture, the flow, we will see. So for this, we need to automate using a Terraform configuration language, the HashiCorp configuration language. That's what we call it as HCL. You see here, HCL syntax. What is HCL? It is HashiCorp's configuration language. It's a syntax which only for Terraform. You cannot relate that with any other programming or something. It is pretty different compared to other programming languages. So that's what we're going to use here. Using that, how do we write our syntax for blocks, arguments, attributes, meta arguments, identifier, and comments? These are the important stuff when we are writing our code, right? So we will understand what is block, how do we pass the arguments, what are the attributes, how do we use the meta arguments and things like that. And then we also need to understand about the block, the various blocks we have here. I told you, right? The block. What are the different blocks we have in our Terraform? We have various blocks. What is the purpose of different block of code? That is what we are going to see detailedly, that how do we use blocks for various purposes. And Terraform resource, we need to understand that, how do we use the meta argument. Here I told you about meta argument. We will see that detailing about how the resource syntax are going to be used and the meta arguments are going to be used with resource. So basically resources we will create. Resources means anything that we create on cloud. Say for example, a server, a storage, a network, anything called as resource. How do we create resource using Terraform resource block? And how do we use the meta argument for these resources? So these meta arguments are a small usage which will be applied for these resources for different purposes. So these are the meta arguments. We will see about each. We have to see about how do we use the Terraform variables, because when you're trying to automate many values you need to pass dynamically, right? How are we going to use this Terraform variable, and what are the different ways we can pass the arguments for the Terraform files? That's something we will see here. And then we talk about Terraform functions. So we don't see the all the functions individually, but we will see them, important functions, how to use it. But all the functions are like, pretty simple as that. I can just, walk you through all the functions. What are the functions, various functions we have it, right? And we have Terraform values. Terraform values, like how do we use the output value and local values? Data sources, the data source mainly to read some values from cloud. See, it's not just only we can create the resources in AWS. We can read the existing resource already created in AWS. Let's say I have created some server. I need to get the IP address of that server to give the input to another deployment. How to use, how to fetch, how to read, that is something using the data sources. Basically, how do we use the data sources? We'll see about. And then very importantly, we talk about Terraform backend. Why we need to use Terraform backend? As in, whenever you provision some infrastructure, there is something called as state of the infrastructure being maintained in a configuration file. That configuration file is very important, because today you provision one sort of infrastructure, later after 2-3 years or maybe 1 year or maybe 6 months later, you need to modify something. If you want to modify the existing state of the infrastructure, needs to be maintained in a configuration file. That file, how are we going to manage locally using remote and different operations in that? We will see that, right? Before I move further, any questions, folks? Everyone, guys, there are two things. You get everything or you get nothing, right? Whichever it is, let me know. If you don't get anything, or if you don't have much things.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure,
no?
Satish. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
cool. Thank you. Right, and we are going to see about Terraform workspaces. How are we going to manage different workspaces for Terraform? And we will talk about the provisioners. These are the top, I mean, these concepts, all the concepts, guys. Terraform provisioner is very important concept. Why we need to see about Terraform provisioner is basically, let's say I want to execute some sort of command inside some server. So I can use Terraform provisioners. There are multiple provisioners we are going to see in this course. We will see about Terraform modules. What is Terraform module is very important topic in this Terraform concept. Why? Because let's say you have written some code, you want to reuse it. How can I make it as a module? That's something you need to understand. Or already someone have written, I need to reuse it. How can I reuse it? See, I can just go to Google and I want to search if someone already created a complex architecture. Let's say there are some provisioning little effort needed to write your Terraform code. Let's say for AWS EKS, AWS EMR, any services that you see as a bigger one, little effort is needed to write from scratch. So for those resources, already Terraform have released a lot of modules, public registry modules. Those modules you can directly use in order to provision those kind of servers. How to use those, or how can I write my own module and publish it? So that is something we will see in this, Terraform modules, right? And then we talk about Terraform Cloud. Terraform Cloud, we don't talk much because nowadays we are using AWS, low, many server-based things. But we will talk about how the Terraform Cloud is different from all these things. It's just an environment to, make you to use, but they are making it chargeable, in the future. But companies are hesitant to move toward Terraform Cloud. Right, and we need to talk about the Terraform expressions and Terraform graph a little bit. This we will see in the initial classes, right? So this is what we will talk in this Terraform course, right? Any questions on the curriculum, folks? Any questions on the curriculum?
No, Satish, we are good. I'm good.
Okay, I'm proceeding further, folks. I'm just taking you a bit different in Terraform one.
So I want a
So as you
question.
guys, yes, go ahead.
Terraform import. Are you going to talk about Terraform import?
Yes, we will. We will talk about that. That's not included in the syllabus, but we will talk about Terraform import.
Okay, thank you.
We will see how do we import the Terraform resources, existing. Okay, what is Terraform import? Before I say, so Terraform import. Let's say you guys have automated something. You've written some code, guys, and already some resources you created, guys. Okay, but you created manually. You have not created via code. But now I wanted to manage via code. Previously, I was managing it via manual operation. Now I wanted to manage via code. How can I manage it via code? How can I get that into my code? So basically, you need to import the existing infrastructure into your code, into your state file. That is called as Terraform import. So if you imported that configuration in your configuration file, then you can easily manage it. So that's what Terraform import we will see about it. Any questions? Right, okay, you guys at least I know now, like few guys are already mastered in cloud computing or AWS, anything, any cloud that you guys work on, or at least a basic knowledge. If you guys don't have much idea, I can share the material to go through the basics of it, and then you can start your automation. Why? Because we, without cloud computing knowledge we cannot automate the cloud basically. But I'm going to talk, like how do we create it manually, we will see that. But having the knowledge on cloud is equally important having it automated. Why? Because when you go to apply to some job and you say that cloud automation, but you do know or don't know about the cloud engineering part, then the questions may come more. So to keep yourself safer, know about cloud computing. Okay, but we will see about, like automation part in this course, right? So you guys already must be aware about now, for now at least, what is Terraform, why do we need that, is it a tool, how do we use it, what will I get, does it need any specific programming? We will I mean, you guys must be knowing all the answers now, for now, right? Now Terraform, it's helping you to manage your infrastructure as a code, right? And as I told you, these are the alternatives. So we use Ansible, Chef, Puppet, CloudFormation. CloudFormation is basically AWS provided automation tool. You can automate using your CloudFormation template as well. But these are the different alternatives. You can use it. But you can ask me, hey Satish, why don't we go for CloudFormation? CloudFormation is generic only to Terraform, sorry, AWS. But if you write it in Terraform, it is common for all the cloud, right? Now, these are the some of the differences between your different cloud provider. I mean, the auto cloud automation providers, basically. So this is the Terraform one we will see about. This is basically open source and it supports all the cloud basically. But it just does the provisioning. It does not do the configuration management. You see here, Chef, Puppet, Ansible does configuration management, whereas Terraform will not perform any configuration management, right? But yeah, so infra is immutable, yeah, of course, and it is a declarative paradigm. And yeah, you can basically see the community for this Terraform is huge because people are widely using in the market, right? Terraform, like widely used in the market. And what are we going to learn in this course is basically we will see how do we use HCL syntax. In the background it is written in Golang, then you can ask me, hey, do I need to learn Golang? You don't have to, because the framework is written in Golang. Doesn't mean that you need to, right? If you want to debug and look at the performance of Terraform and modify some functionality of Terraform, then you learn Golang and modify your code. That's open source. But still, you don't need to learn the Golang first in order to know this Terraform part, right? Yeah. So this Terraform, this is just a comparison with CloudFormation. Because I told you that we are going to see about AWS. Then you can ask me, hey, why don't we see the CloudForm? We don't see the Terraform. We don't see the CloudFormation template. We are going to see about Terraform part, which is a configuration language. And as I told you, it is HCL. You can also write with a JSON and put it as a template here. But HCL is the Terraform's language. And Terraform does the state management. Very importantly, CloudFormation does not do the state management, but this does the execution control. The comparison, logical comparisons are there, but there are some limitations. I'll tell you, while doing the classes. But yeah, it supports the iteration. It does not support, the CloudFormation does not support the iteration, but Terraform has the iteration looping as well. And already there is a resources created. Do we have the mechanism to manage it? Yes, in Terraform, but there's nothing in CloudFormation. And the providers, it supports more than 20 plus providers, but CloudFormation supports only AWS part, right? All the command wise, as I told you, the commands are pretty less in Terraform. But what are we going to do in this course is looking at the command is pretty simple, because we are going to use it again and again. Keeping the commands in mind is very easy for Terraform, but writing your code is what we are going to focus here. So as I told you, it can create a new resource, or already created existing resource also can manage, right? Supplement resource type. I mean, these are just basic things, but it is much improved now. Don't have to worry about this now, right? Yeah. So that's about Terraform. Any questions, folks? See some text.
Do we are using Golang Python code over here?
No, we don't.
What about Golang? Golang is here like Java background. Golang.
Golang is interesting, and it is basically compiler based, right? And it is pretty easy as well. But yeah,
Mhm.
the concept wise, little bit different.
Oh, little bit different. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean here we are going to develop our Terraform. We are going to import and we'll create our own models in Python code, or how it
It is Terraform. It's full of Terraform code. It's full of
Terraform code?
Terraform code. Yeah.
Nowhere
We will
Python we are
use
using here.
no. So in this, whatever I've explained, it is for Terraform. And then next we will talk about Python. So Python is a separate one. I'm just going to go further. So next, after completing this, then we'll start
Okay.
using the infrastructure using Python. So
Okay.
I mean, for now, I've just spoken about Terraform so far, whatever I've spoken.
Okay. Okay, Satish. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, this is Ramakrishna. So, with
Hey,
this
yeah.
Terraform knowledge, can we able to manage the Azure as well? We need
Yes,
it. Okay, because we are
absolutely.
going for only AWS, right? So I know
We can.
Azure as well.
In
So
this, we are going to use AWS, but once you
mhm.
learn, you can apply anywhere. It doesn't need
Okay,
any kind of knowledge, basically. So once you learn this, you can easily apply this for your Azure. I can help you if you are looking
okay,
for Azure.
yeah, sure. Thank you. I got it. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. All right. Okay. Next, we will move to Python. If you guys are clear. So in Python, what are we going to see is we will talk about the core Python concepts. We will talk about the data types. We'll talk about data structures, conditionals, looping, all these concepts, the core Python concepts will talk until the oops and modules. Also, we'll talk about the exception handling. So these things are core Python concepts. This we will see completely, and then we will move to Python, SDK for AWS, which is called as Boto 3. So Boto 3 is a framework which is going to be used for or cloud computing to provision for AWS. It is specifically for AWS. So why we need to use this Boto 3? This is for cloud automation again, but unlike Terraform, it is not going to manage any state. It's just to automate, but you can write your Python code to automate in order to eliminate some sort of cron jobs. Basically, let's say every day I need to take a backup. Let's say every day I need to perform some sort of scripting. Then you go with Python. Those kind of things you will not be able to do with Terraform. So we need to understand how to use this Python to interact with AWS. So that is what we will see using Boto 3 concept. We need to understand about how to automate the administration task. How do we use this library? How do we connect with AWS? And then we talk about the workflow about Boto 3. All right, so this is pretty interesting topic. Again, like we will do kind of automations, but to know about Boto 3, we need to understand Python. So we'll talk about core Python concepts as well. So we'll talk about core Python, all the core Python concepts, and then we will talk about this Boto 3 part. This migration, you leave it. This is not a part actually. It should not supposed to come here basically. So leave it. So we'll talk till Boto 3 part. How are we going to automate using Boto 3? Any questions, folks? Doubts so far? So this is what I had for you to show what are we going to do in this course to set the right expectation. You can again go through this. I will ask the people to share the syllabus. Please leave a note about your details, folks, your phone number and email ID, so that you will get your curriculum and things. You will also get connected to clarify all your doubt. If you want to talk about any questions or something, you can leave. You can get in touch with the admins. They can connect with me. All right.
Yeah. When are you going to start our plan? How
Next,
many days?
the class start date will be announced soon because it depends on the availability of everyone. Because people are there. Some people are having holidays. Some people are interested to take immediately. But I'm interested to start immediately. But depends on the plan.
Hmm.
You will get to know very soon. Okay,
Oh,
maybe even today. Okay.
how many days it would take? Means 1 month
So
or
the
two
course
months?
basically I need 1.5 month, at least 1.5 month is needed because 3 weeks. I usually plan like this 3 weeks for. I don't fix the time basically, but what I
Okay.
say is like uh, at least 1.5 month is needed to complete all this. But let's say some concepts are not clear, we need to spend more time. It might stretch a bit. That's how it is.
Sure. Thanks. Got it.
Hi. Can we do infra these things also? Kubernetes, Docker. Only we can do only cloud here.
It is only for cloud. It is only for cloud. So Docker, Kubernetes, all this part of a DevOps course.
Yes, yes, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. So
That is a
this
different
itself will
and this
take
is
time.
different.
Yeah, that this itself will take our time, complete time
Can
for
we do same
equal
thing?
to. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry for the disturbance. We can do same things what we are doing with Terraform with Python, means provisioning
Yes,
and
yes,
all.
yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, but not the state management because
Oh,
that's not the feature coming. But you can do rest of the things.
okay, okay, sure. Thank you.
No problem.
Satish, I'm curious about how this job market in US this
This has really good one, but as I told you, if you just learn this and go for market, little difficult if you don't know the cloud part. So you need to know
Mhm.
the cloud part as well. That's my suggestion, I would say personally. See, this course will help you to automate. Even if you don't know cloud, the basic automation, basic services we will see, and automation we will see. But
Okay.
you need to know about the details of cloud as well. So learn thoroughly about cloud as well. That will definitely bring you a great job opportunity because cloud engineering plus automation is actually a great profile.
Yeah,
That's highly
basically
paid as well.
nowadays, nowadays we are using AWS in every our infrastructure in our
Exactly.
development.
So for that, it
Uh,
is needed automation.
okay, then that is
Yeah.
basics is enough for this.
I mean,
For
AWS basics is enough. At least, like provisioning level. If you're
Mhm.
able to manage the AWS related questions, that's well and
Mhm.
good. But this cloud
Yeah.
automation, I can ensure that complete automation way. If even
Okay.
any kind of services being given, I can help you
Mhm.
to provision that. So
Yeah.
that's something that I can help you here.
Yeah. Basically, we are using IAM in cloud. Sorry, AWS, EC2
Yeah,
instance, and
yeah.
S3
So all this we
buckets.
will see here. Yes.
Yeah. These are the basic knowledge is enough, or we need to more about for this course.
A little bit more on the VPCs, all the networking component as well.
Oh, the different services we need to know about. Okay, I got it.
Yes. So I suggest to go for either a sysops or developer or solution architect, anything. Normal Udemy course is enough, good enough, basically, to get to know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, where are you from?
Okay.
You are from India or you're
Yes, I'm from India.
you're from India?
Yes.
Okay, Satish. Yeah, thank you.
So, Satish, one final question from my end.
Yeah.
So, how this course is different from DevOps side in terms of the job market and current job market? So,
So DevOps focuses only on CI/CD, configuration management, and Docker and Kubernetes. That's it, right? But this is entirely to automate. See, let's say you want to do the CI/CD for AWS. For AWS, you need to provision the infrastructure first. Then you can do the CI/CD, right? For
correct.
application. Then first to provision the infrastructure, you need a automation. For that, this will definitely help you. So if you already know about DevOps, this will additionally bring you the entire stack. You know the end-to-end part of it, the cloud automation, the programming, as well as the DevOps part. That's actually a great profile. But if you know just cloud and bringing this cloud automation, also bringing you a good profile.
Oh, got you. Thank you, Satish.
No problem. All right. Leave your details, folks. If you have not left your details, please share the details in the chat. I hope everybody shared it. If not, please share it. Uh, if you guys uh, have not left it earlier. All right.
So, Satish,
Thanks,
for one
everybody.
final
Yeah, yeah,
question. Sorry.
yeah. Sure, sure.
So,
Go
for
ahead.
Python, you're teaching basics, and after that, only you're covering the Boto concept, or any provisioning concepts also you're covering, like AWS, CLI, or some other things.
Not CLI, but this our focus is programming, right? CLI is different. Our focus is programming. So how do we do whatever you do via CLI? How do we do via Python code? That's a concept we are going to see here.
Okay, got you.
Thanks, folks. Any doubt? Please get connected with Visualpath, folks. I can help you. Thank you so much. Good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.